Hey guys, it's Alex here, and I'm back with Afan Lido for the end of season review for season 16. And yeah, I'll explain that, why it's the end, not the quarterfinals. Um, I'll just go through the fixtures really. At the end, well, I think after February, we, no, after January, we had Banger City, which we won 6-1, which was pretty good. Sullivan, Tavares, Purcell, and Walsh. Then we had the 9-2 win versus Anderlecht, which is just insane out of nowhere. Then we beat ABBA 2-0, Airbus 4-1, beat TNS 3-2, Welsh Cup quarter final. We beat Llanfin 4-0. Then we had the repeat leg versus Anderlecht home in the 1-3-1. Then we had Newtown, who beat 3-1 as well, even though we had a sending off. We beat Bangor City 5-2 with McCaw getting a hat trick. Then we actually drew with ABBA 1-1. Tom Jarman with our only goal. It was, yeah, they got one right at the end. One of our former players actually. But yeah, then we had Chelsea in the Champions League quarter-final. We had the away leg and we lost 3-0 there. They dominated the game, as you can see by the ratings. Look at that, complete domination there. And then we went on and beat Care 5-0 in the World Cup semi-final, and then we had Chelsea at home, and we lost 3-0 to them at home, 6-0 in aggregate, and they pretty much dominated this one too. So I recorded both of them, but basically, it's not entertaining seeing me bitch and complain and just be in a shit mood. It's not really entertaining watching that, so I decided not to go with that, and this is probably where I'll stop doing the live comms for Champions League first round and quarterfinals until we get to the semi-finals. But yeah, so that's sort of the end of an era. That these 3-0 losses killed it. But yeah, so afterwards though, we actually had a bit of a blip. At Airbus we drew 1-1. But then afterwards, plain sailing 7-0 in the last game at home of the season. Then we had TNS in the Premier League Cup final, which we won 2-0. Then we had TNS last game of the season, and we won that 4-1. And then the Welsh Cup final, we won 3-0 against Airbus, which was very good. So if we look at the final league standings, there we go, 90 points, 29 wins, 3 draws. Not as good as last season, but we didn't get a loss, so that's pretty good. One more goal scored, but we did very well on goals against. Only 16 against. One of our best totals, 108 goal difference. TNS came in second. Look at that, ABBA 4 points behind. Look at that, last year they were 16 points behind. Now 4, definitely making sort of moves up the table. Haverfordwest and Severn Druids got relegated. Then we look at the player stats. Look at that, yes. Firstly, you got average rating: Wayne Clark, Michael Lewis, Draper, and Josh Lewin. Assists: Hillier and Lewis were at the top as well. But there you go. McCaw, top goal scorer with 19, and then Michael Lewis there with 16. Yeah, I did play McCaw for the last few games actually. I played him there in that 4-1 win, and that's basically what gave him the goal scoring record, which is pretty good. So if we go to awards and go to not time of the season, top goal scorer. That's the first time since Draper that we've had a top goal scorer. That's the first time in 11 years. Since Draper, there's been Nicholas Lewis, Daniel Park, Dave Hughes. How many times? Dave Hughes 4 times. Connor Thompson 4 times, and now finally Darren McCaw with 19 goals. Yes, and Michael Lewis came second, which was third. I mean, which was very good. If we look at the other awards, actually. Manager of the Year went to me again, which was very good. Player of the Year went to Wayne Clark. Surprisingly, a defender got it this time. I think that's the first time a defender's got it. So he did very well this season. 7 assists, 16 appearances. Team of the season, we got Ben Gill in goal. Waters centre mid with Michael Lewis and Darren McCaw. And then young player was a random guy called Ian Morrison from TNS, which I didn't. He did pretty well, 14 goals, 10 assists, but he's on loan from St Johnstone. Don't know. Pretty annoying to have our run beaten, like finished, but oh well. So yeah, if we look at our other stats, like our squad stats, uh, let's bring everyone off of holiday, and then assist stats. Top goal scorer overall was in the end McCaw with 30, 19 in the league and 11 in Cups and Continental. Then Thompson on 19, Michael Lewis 16, Callahan 14, Guzman on 13, Bowen and Hillier got 10 and 9, and then everyone else. Assist wise, Callahan got 18, Hillier got 15, McCaw got 12, Draper he got 8 goals and 12 assists in 15 games, so he still got it. Michael Lewis, Lee Williams, and Lee Thompson also had double figures. And then average rating, McCaw had 8.15. I think he broke the record for the highest average rating, which is pretty good. Then Callahan, and then some other people. Um, but yeah, that's very good by us there. If I go back to, oh well, we kept the top spot really. We have now gone up to 3.5 star reputation, which would be pretty good for signing players, and we have 1.7 mil in sponsorships. The whole league is actually really improving, which is really good. If I find the 15th of June, it normally is. Here we go. It's really annoying though, because we've gone up in the rankings. We are now 10th in the rankings, which above Porto, Leverkusen, Valencia, Atletico, all them teams. But we slip in the Wales qualification due to nation coefficients. So if we look at this, somehow we had 2 years we got sevens, and now we've got fours. So we've dropped down. So basically we have to go through the third qualifying round again, which is really annoying. Just have to go through the third qualifying round, then to the playoff, I think, and then yeah. So that's really annoying with that. Otherwise, no news with that. So really annoying just because other teams are not doing as well. We dropped 3 places, which is really annoying. But yeah, generally, I think everything's pretty good. We had a very good season, to be fair, apart from our Champions League sort of ousting. That's how many times is that we've gone out in the quarterfinals? There's quarterfinals. There's the Champions League knockout. 1, 2, 3, and 3, I think there. But yeah, we've had 3 so far, I think, or something like that. 3 or 4. Yeah. We did have some new youngsters come through. I'm quite ahead, so I don't remember like who actually come in. Who is? Tom Jarman. Yes, Tom Jarman came in. 16-year-old striker. Looks pretty good. 10 finishing. You can improve that. He's got some good mental stats and some good physical stats. And as you can see, he got a goal in that the league. So that was his debut. Actually, he scored, which was very good. But yeah, otherwise we didn't really get anyone. I'm not really expecting anyone amazing because we've had so many good players now and the quality's so high. But yeah, so I will be back for probably the February now because I'm gonna stop doing the start season reviews. So yeah, otherwise that will be that I think. But yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed this. It's been Alex, and I'll see you guys later.